this is kind of what I always wanted to do. I know a lot of people can't say that. I knew I wanted to add value back to the farm. It's been 5 years now, and you walk into some of these big places in New York and you're like, oh, that's my cheese. This can't be real. Like, I made that cheese. Like, oh my gosh. The beginning of LaClare actually started with 2 goats. My parents started a farm in Chilton in 1978, and they really wanted to give us kids an opportunity to grow up on the farm. One thing began to grow into another. My parents really wanted to have cheese made, and in 2008, that opportunity became available to us. Then in 2009, my parents entered a contest for the very first time ever, and we won 2nd place in the class. That's where my life changed. So I actually went to the reception and I sat next to a master cheesemaker, Gary Grossen, and I started listening to his story, and I was talking with his wife, and they were talking about how cheese was part of their life and who they were, and talking about raising their family above the creamery. And I was just like, as I listened to his story and listened to his wife talk from their heart, that's when cheese like hit me like a ton of bricks. And I was like, this is it. What I've learned, the easy thing is to make it once. The hard thing is to make it consistent, time after time after time. Cheese is a very complex product, but it's very simple ingredients. So, you know, you don't have to be a food scientist. You don't have to be, you know, the best of the best to figure out cheese. It's just really paying attention to what the cheese is doing. As you're touching and feeling it, you're like, this one, yeah, what's going on? And then you can start to smell the acid development as the cheese goes along throughout the day, and you're like, all right, this is gonna be an excellent batch. And you kind of make little notes on the make sheet. You do little different techniques. If, you know, one day you notice one thing, the next day you're like, okay, this was happening yesterday, what's going on? Is it something with the milk? You know, you're constantly thinking about different things. It's like right now, during the fall season, like watching the milk change, it's really neat to see how it changes from one season to the next season. So there's just so many different things that play into the actual vat of cheese that's made. You know, I wish that I would have spent more time focusing in science class. Because there's just like, every day I'm working with science. And that's what I love about cheesemaking, is because it's not only science, but it's also art. Where science leaves off, art tends to pick up, and where art leaves off, science tends to pick up. So if you're not keeping track of every single controllable piece, you can totally lose your cheese. The thing that's so cool is we take an idea and you actually see it in somebody's shopping cart. It's like the greatest gift ever.